on that. Speaking of joining us on that, let's transition straight across. Alpha-5, show us what you're made of.
Okay, so there was another incentive about what costume that I have to wear. I think it's probably going to be Ben Reilly, because last time I checked, someone donated a lot of money for that. But
yeah, Ben Reilly absolutely smashed the other two to pieces. Yeah, so Ben Reilly is where we're going.
So we got this one. Could have been Scarlet Spidey, which that one's the worst. So Ben Reilly's pretty cool. And yeah, this game. So there's an estimate. You probably just change that to cutscene, because I don't know how long the cutscenes are going to take. But this is a really fun game to learn. And it's going to be nice and relaxing now that we have all these cutscenes to watch. My favorite part is Venom, because it's great. Venom's great. All right, but
yeah.
we can get this run started pretty quickly. 3, 2, 1, go.
Technology is the light that will cut through the darkness. When humanity conforms to a single truth, a truth based in technological progress and scientific method, we will be unstoppable. I, Dr. Otto Octavius,
I love the general kind of inconsistency throughout kind of all Spider-Man as to where kind of Dr. Octopus is from. Like, is he German? Is he not? Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. We're not really sure.
Thank you.
He was German in the 90s. It's fine.
Yeah, so that's what we count. Yeah, exactly.
Also, everyone just immediately trusts him when he says, "I'm not evil, I promise."
Yeah.
Just keep shooting.
But hey, look, it's Eddie Brock, everyone's favorite photographer. I'm sure that won't come up again.
Yeah, interesting.
Just backstage.
Oh, who's that? Oh no!
Face me, coward. Face a worthy foe.
It's Spider-Man.
Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man.
Yeah, what the heck? That's Spider-Man. What a wild story already.
Gotta get into my costume.
Yeah.
What is going on?
So, for all I know is that there is a Spider-Man, and then there's Peter Parker, who's upset, and Eddie Brock really needs pictures for J. Jonah Jameson, because he pays top dollar on pictures of Spider-Man committing crimes.
You look familiar, but whatever. Stay focused, bro. He's stealing Octavius's device. Oh no!
Thievery.
My camera!
He stole Eddie Brock's camera and broke it.
Oh my days.
It's over.
The silly thing about that is that, like, that's probably a film camera. The film's probably fine.
Brock, you loser! If I had given a real photographer that job, I would finally have the evidence to send Spider-Man away forever! You're through, Brock! When I am done with you, you won't be able to get a job taking wedding pictures in Siberia!
I tried to fight it. Can't fight him anymore!
There is my boy. Best character in the entire game, by the way.
Yeah.
Innocence falls prey to the evil of Spider-Man.
Voiced by the same person who voices Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents. Just an interesting fun fact for everyone.
And if it's the last
Nice range.
we ever do,
He's got some crazy range.
Yeah.
are gonna pay.
Phase 1 completed.
Oh, who are these shadowy figures with a German accent and the other symbiote in Spider-Man? With 4 mechanical arms. And anyway, so in order to explain away the render distance on the PS1, they're filling the town with green. They're filling New York City with green fog, which absolutely nobody is concerned about, like at all. But yeah, that's the first cutscene, and now we have Wall Street crashes, the bank heist. And have plenty of these.
Welcome, true believers.
I don't know, am I skipping these two, or am I just watching these?
I guess that's up to you. We can watch some of them.
I'm going to let Stan Lee talk for a little bit, because
we'll let Stan Lee talk at least.
Spider-Man in a heap of trouble. But this is just
like I want everyone to see like this whole level and like how little of it I'm going to be interacting with.
Thriller to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
All right, and now we get to gameplay after I don't know how long that was.
Hey,
Oh wait, no, we're still
Spider.
not at gameplay. I don't know how long this is.
Cat, what's going on?
We're about
I know
30
there's
more
been some
seconds
trouble,
before
but the
the
bank's
game
being
starts.
robbed, and
Prepare yourselves,
they've
everyone.
got
Prepare yourselves.
hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get
Use
to the
my
bank
Spidey
quickly.
compass.
Thanks, Cat.
I want to know what a cutscene Johnny Storm shows up in, because he's got to be in this game somewhere.
Oh yeah, he shows up after the fight with Rhino. Spoiler for everyone. There's a fight with Rhino.
Oh my god, I got stuck. So this game, there's a lot of web slinging that goes fast. Oh, please don't shoot me. Oh, okay. The camera's hard sometimes, and so it's very difficult to sort of figure out where I'm going. And I just had to get all that cutscene out of my system. So now we're here. We're through the first level. As you can see, there was like that whole path it like laid out. Oh, I skipped. Hang on.
Oh no!
No. You can just I can restart the stage. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I can't.
Okay, wait. Hang on. I gotta go back for the incentive. I forgot that was a cutscene.
So while we loading the cutscene, so yeah, what you saw there essentially was the main mechanic of moving around in this game, which is web swinging. Web swinging only works when Spider-Man has something to aim at, essentially. So it can't just web swing in the air like other Spider-Man games, or when he's attached to like a building. This is all done via Spider-Man having something to target, basically. So the web swing mechanic is quite wild and quite tricky for like someone who's, if you've not played this game before. It looks straightforward. It's not. It can be very finicky. The game controls almost like it's like a janky version of like a Resident Evil, like classic Resident Evil game, where the camera the camera, obviously not quite a locked camera like Resident Evil, but the camera moves with Spider-Man sometimes, but not always. And the tank controls are kind of there, but they're not quite tank controls. They're like half tank controls almost. You'd understand if you've played the game before, but just know that the game fights you every moment, basically because of the movement.
Yeah, I tried to move my camera around there, and it just did not want to work. Okay, so I replayed the first stage.
Tower 1033 in progress.
We get this cutscene.
Roger, Eagle One. Keep your eye out for Spider-Man.
So anyway, people are robbing the bank, and the police are just interested in Spider-Man, who stole some random device from Doc Ock. And like, no, these are like military-grade attack choppers. So they died.
These guys are serious.
And nobody seems all too concerned about it.
No, we're just gonna move on, I guess. Yes.
Yeah. All right, but now we're back into gameplay. Hot, no cutscene gameplay. Black Cat's probably going to tell us something about the Jade Syndicate is probably robbing the bank, but that's tutorial talk, and I don't want to listen to any of that. So we're just going to swing up here. Go on.
So something you saw there was targeting mode. So targeting mode, you can actually aim exactly where you want to swing to. We'll use that a few times.
I'm going to use it every time the game decides not to let me do it. Oh, please let it. So sometimes it eats my inputs there. It's bad.
That's just the entire game. The entire game is your inputs. It's good fun.
Let's see if I get the funny thing happen. Yes.
Yeah, nice.
It doesn't. That's one of the few stages where you don't have to hit the trigger. And so then we're going to go out of bounds, probably. I mean, I'm definitely going to go out of bounds. I really, really hope I can do it fast. Okay, I just... There we go. Nice
Hell
and easy.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and that's gonna prevent... I'm just going to kill that guy, because the number of times he has shot me is a lot. I'm going to kill these guys, too, because, again, if they shoot you, you just fall straight down, and it sucks. And, oh, that was close. You know what? I'm going to play this safe.
You may notice, the keen-eyed among you may notice that the floors were just missing and walls were just missing. So by jumping out of bounds there, Alpha-5 essentially despawned a lot of the level and deloaded a lot of the level, which allows us to save the hostages. That was the objective of that level, and make his way through properly then to be able to progress without doing like 80% of the level. We just skip through walls.
Speaking of skipping through walls, as I did that. Oh, I love when
Mind
I
if I drop in?
So this is how spiders get into your house. They just sort of do that. Like,
uh-oh.
that's why you have spiders in your house. It's one of Spider-Man's many powers. Okay. Guess I'll be going over here today.
The
And
robbers
so there's a
have been
bomb
taken care
here.
of, but what can I do about the bomb?
Please pick this
Think,
up, Spider-Man.
Spidey, think.
Okay. Okay, that's not where I wanted that to go. So while this game does have analog control, it doesn't really have analog control.
Thank you for saving me.
A very apt way to describe it, to be fair. Yep.
Yeah, and so like you can sort of get angles. Anyway, the safe door was closed. I've now opened it. Don't worry about that. The bomb is in there. Now there's a door. And so Spider-Man blew up all the money. That's what happened. So that's not going to make the New York City police very happy.
Yeah,
But we'll
I think
get
this
to
is how
that
the
part later.
recession
Don't worry
started.
about it.
I think.
And Spider-Man Sting of the Scorpion. Another great cutscene.
Jonah, I have shot to the bank robber.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
The best thing about this game so far is that obviously the overarching plot of what we saw in the first cutscene, this is like nothing to do with any of that. This is just Spider-Man's saving the day, like elsewhere, just other stuff going on. Nothing to do with anything that we saw in that opening cutscene.
Scorpion suit. Spidey had better get there quickly.
Yeah, so this is Stanley telling us that Scorpion's just mad at J. Jonah Jameson because he's the reason he's stuck in that Scorpion suit forever. And, you know, there's a whole level that it showed us again. And I'm just not going to do any of it because that seems hard. Like, levels are long. I'm just going to swing around. And please don't. Sometimes not. I'm very thankful that for the majority of the game, the web slinging is great. Coming up is the part where the web slinging is not great. But it's not now. This is some good web swing right now. As we're just trying to make it to the Daily Bugle to prevent Scorpion from killing J. Jonah Jameson, because he is the one who is currently signing our paychecks. Get some web cancel. Please stop clapping the thing!
Nice, that was
Spider-Man,
really nice.
come on.
Really smooth.
He really likes to grab wet ledges, and okay, I have to not press buttons, so it's Scorpion.
Listen, Gargan, it's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit.
You put me in this suit. Now I'm going to make you pay.
Get over it, Gargan.
You ruined my life.
Just get over trapping you in this suit forever so you could kill Spider-Man. That is what J. Jonah Jameson did.
Yeah, I think fair retaliation, to be fair. I understand his point of view.
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
I just wanted to listen to Jameson say that. Although I think they may have screwed up the timing and positioning on this, so we're going to see. Because some of the cutscenes, like, they advance parts of the state of, like, what's going on. There's one in particular later that I'm just going to let him punch me there because he's stun-locking Jameson. Yeah!
Oh, I've never seen him be so kind. Wow.
No, I have learned to just put him there because Jameson, if he runs across there... Oh, damn it. No, let's go back to that level. I need to play that cutscene. I may have a save state there. It's fine.
Perfect. While we go back to the cutscene, so essentially what happened there was that there's we do a web gloves kick punch combo essentially to be able to defeat Scorpion. We do the web gloves kick punch combo to defeat most bosses. That's how you deal the most damage. Ideally, you want to defeat Scorpion in this first room. If J. Jonah Jameson runs into the second room, you've got to watch an unskippable cutscene, and it obviously takes longer. So what we actually saw Alpha-5 do there was manage to defeat Scorpion in this room in what we call a Scorpion 1 cycle.
Oh, come on. Okay, yes, that time he just ran.
Lucky.
that fight was better, too.
Yeah, that was so much smoother. And he was running straight at Scorpion as well. I thought for sure he was going to get, like, stun-locked by him there, but maybe not.
Yeah, he does that. This wastes 15 seconds. Not that I haven't wasted other time. Oh, no. Okay. That. Okay. Okay, so now don't press the buttons, and we get to listen to J. Jonah Jameson say this.
By saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
Hey, it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
The man behind the Science Expo heist. Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ.
Fun fact, this game was made in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater engine. That's why the reference is there.
Neversoft made this and Tony Hawk and then died forever.
I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil, I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil? What? Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any?
This is a friendly reminder that Daredevil's blind. But anyway, so again, Spider-Man has been accused of stealing a thing, and this is a measured police response to Spider-Man for just stole something.
Hey, wait! I'm not the bad guy!
Yes,
Anyway,
as kind of New York City gets obliterated, we're going to see Alpha-5 kind of make his way. These next couple of levels, not really too much overly interesting. It's just a lot of web swinging and routine to kind of go the fastest.
So much.
Yeah. So I guess just to explain a little bit more about the web swinging, the maximum web swinging or web swings that Spider-Man can do in one swing, I guess if you like, is 2 web swings. So what we want to do to go the fastest, to do the fastest swings possible, which you keep seeing Alpha-5 doing, is you can press the jump button to cancel the web swing after the first web swing. The first web swing is the fastest of the 2, so you want to just kind of repeat those web swings over and over again where possible, basically. This level, having learnt the speedrun, upsets me now, because if I knew how to do this as a child, this would have saved me a lot of headaches. So it turns out, once you reach a certain height on these levels, you can just zip to the platform above. You don't need to crawl the rest of the way up.
He moves too fast.
Which is brilliant. There's a lot of time.
Taking the shot base.
And then the last step is nice and easy. Press R1 and then you're done with the level. Hooray. Man, I guess we're not going to have to talk about web cartridge management as I keep skipping cutscenes by mistake. Which is a shame, but it hasn't ever really come up for me. But yeah, you can run out of web cartridges and you can't do your cool web moves. It's really only relevant for like a very like end part of the... Okay, I did that perfectly and then immediately dropped it because I was like talking about that. But we're gonna climb up here. It's fine. It's fine. Neversoft is, yeah, there you go.
The cannon.
Ah, damn, no zip. So, fun fact I learned right here yesterday is that if I swing wrong, I'm just gonna, like, zip through, I'm gonna zip through this building into my death. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but, like, it's very upsetting. Then I hate getting stuck here. Ah, come on. Okay, alright, that's less scary.
Nice.
But yeah, you can zip through buildings. There's a faster way to do that level, but you can just zip down. And I didn't want to have that happen to me.
Enough with the shooting
So
already.
anyway, here Spider-Man tells the police to stop shooting at him, and it works. And then the other way spiders get places is by flying. If I can not screw that up. Here. Why am I not getting the thing?
Ooh. I think if you aim at the kind of the first kind of like rated section of the crane from where you were
Yeah,
there,
that's where I aimed the first time and I like yoinked to it. Yeah. This has been happening to me only recently too. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm just gonna aim it really far out. This should work. Nope. Spider-Man, stop. I need you to not do this to me, please.
Yeah, so if we pull this off, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
There we go.
There we go. Nailed it.
Wait, what?
Oh no!
What?
So what you saw there was Spider-Man flying. It turns out you can just fly in this game if you hit a web zip in a certain direction.
I was so high up there that time.
So there is a small death zone just kind of hovering in between there because that's what kills you if you do the level normally. If you were to fall down from the top, so you kind of have to kind of angle yourself and swing under it almost. You have to like fly underneath it and then along.
Okay, I have no idea why this one's taking me so long, because I've gotten this like 1,000 times. Like, this is not a hard thing. And it is just not letting me get up there. Okay, so let's do this again. And aim here, and then right there, and button, and then he's just zipping. Spider-Man, I need you to not zip. Just... There, okay.
Ah, nice, locked in.
There we go.
Beautiful. There we go.
He's been being weird on that stage. I don't know why. It's okay. I'll get solo crawl fast.
Yeah. This is 80% of the run a lot of the time. If you ever come to speedrun this game, both this and the sequel, I would say, a lot of the time, it's not really necessarily fighting the actual like speedrun tech of the game. It's more so just fighting Spider-Man himself as he just kind of does what he wants.
Yeah.
You really have no control over what Spider-Man does.
Like, I have never been on top of that crane before, but that's where Spider-Man wanted to be today.
Yeah. There we go. So this is going to be the end of the kind of police chase levels. So we won't have too much more kind of open world, if you like, web swinging. We are approaching the end. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of demonstration of web swinging in action. We're not going to get too much more of this.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm going to aim here. I'm not having any luck with that. That's my least favorite segment of the game, and I practiced so many times. Anyway, the police have crashed. How much property damage do you think this has done?
Oh, unquestionable amounts.
One more step,
Unreal.
it's a load
Yeah.
of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
So again, someone has stolen Doc Ock's thing. There's a green fog.
Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
And Venom has been screaming on a Jumbotron since the start of the game.
Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square is on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino.
Yeah, so yeah, Rhino's robbing something.
The Venom Marathon continues on the biggest TV in New York.
And again, Venom's doing this for like 24 hours straight.
Sad thing is, he'll probably get his own talk show for this.
So we've got this beautiful redhead. You
Supermodel Mary Jane.
One of those famous
yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We have decided that this poor little lassie has 24 hours to live. 24 hours! Oh, by the way, her name is Mary Jane Parker.
No, Mary Jane.
So, just in case some...
Shout out to them being married in this universe. Let's go.
It could be.
I think I married in a lot of them.
Freaks out there wanna save little Miss Fashion Model. Then bring it on! Meanwhile, New Yorkers, the Venom Marathon will continue!
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
It's like, oh yeah. So, you know, Black Cat knows who Spider-Man is. They used to date.
Being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away. But one thing never changes. My responsibility.
But it's like, well, my wife got kidnapped. I'm gonna go stop Rhino from robbing whatever it is at Omnitech. Like, that'll be fine.
Right now, I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
This time, it's for the last time. Alright. These cutscenes are throwing me. Alright, yeah. Spider-Man versus Rhino's Rampage. You know, let's see how long this takes.
We're too late. That makes 2 major technology heists in 2 days.
That leaves one question. Where's Rhino?
That's just so good.
So she's dead.
Yeah, so Black Cat's dead. Like, we'll never see her again, probably.
Oh boy, Spidey fans, Black Cat is out.
Okay, this is a cutscene I do need to skip. Or, well, like a start of level thing. Anyway, he can punch me while I'm doing this. I can't really, like, not, but I'm just getting unlucky.
Yeah. So what's essentially happening in here is, by pressing a certain combination of buttons, you can do what's known as a web dome, which is where Spider-Man enters a dome, and then you can pop out by also holding down one of the attack buttons. by holding those buttons down just continuously, you'll continuously pop the web domes, and that we can use to defeat Rhino very quickly. The deeper you are inside Rhino's character model, the more damage you deal. So optimally, you want to be kind of like almost like stood on top of him, inside of him, if that makes sense. And he will, punch you sometimes, not punch you sometimes, but that's generally the fastest way to defeat him, as opposed to the regular, I guess, route where he charges into electricity things, and it takes a whole, like, 5 minutes or so.
Gotta help me.
Oh, look, she's alive.
Really paramedic.
Oh, yeah, and those guys don't look suspicious. I wonder who the German figure and the crazy symbiote driving that ambulance are. But anyway, we're back.
Well, that's my story, Johnny.
Looks like you're in a lot of trouble. You'll find Venom.
But how? Venom is invisible to my spider sense.
Knowing your luck, Venom will find
this is very important.
Have faith, Spidey.
Spider-Man can't detect Venom using his spider sense. That'll come up later. Very incorrectly.
Gotta find her. Got no choice.
Where, what a wuss. Hey, wanna race? Parker hates it when I get the drop on him.
I hate it when he gets the drop on me.
Thanks, Venom. So anyway, we're chasing Venom now.
Hurry up, Parker!
You know, ignoring everything else, Venom's the biggest problem we have right now.
Move it, Spidey,
he stole our wife. He's, in general, just being a nuisance. I'm gonna take a slightly slower path through here. You can go down, but given how the web slinging has gone today, I'm just gonna stick up here, waste a little bit of time, and you know what, this has been fine.
Yeah, that was spot on. That was spot on.
Yeah, just get up here. We're still ahead of Venom. Oh, unless I get caught there. But it's fine.
Haven't
yeah,
used the Spidey armor much before, but it could be useful.
Quit slacking, boy!
So we're waiting. I don't want to go absurdly fast because then some bad things can happen with this, where there's 2 Venoms and it's a whole ordeal. Now, here's a random cutscene. I call it random because 1, some of the lines that come out of it are random, and 2, sometimes when Spider-Man like leaves this cutscene, he just jumps into the wrong thing for some reason. I don't know why.
Ow, my head!
Let's see.
Ow, my head!
Okay, so he hurt his head twice. That's you know. Oh, he hurt his toes. So he hurt 3 things. Yeah. Usually it's only 2.
Oh, sorry, lady. Didn't see a thing.
Thanks, Venom. And okay, so Spider-Man correctly jumped to this. I had one where he just jumped to his death. That one was special. So
yes,
we're trying to just go fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll notice there's a kind of bar at the top of the screen. Casually, when you play this, you're wanting to Venom's obviously kind of supposed to be ahead of you, and you don't want to lose Venom, so you don't want Spider-Man's little face there to go too far to the left-hand side, because you'll lose Venom and the level ends, you've got to restart. But due to kind of the routing, and obviously we know where he's going as part of the speedrun, we can often beat him to where he's going. But we can't do it too fast, because we can outrun Venom ourselves by going a bit too fast.
Yeah, I lost a little bit too much height there, but that was still pretty. That was, you know, I'll take that.
Weird.
Yeah, that was pretty good, all things considered. Absolutely.
Spider-Wars, come out and play.
Tag!
I'm just gonna let everything with Venom play out. If I watch the cutscene, will I keep the web gloves on?
Yes, you do actually. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay, yeah. So we gotta do that. That's gonna save me a little bit of time.
Where are you?
Oh, come on. So I'm holding down L2, which is a PlayStation exclusive, which is a Spider Sense, I guess, against bosses. Anyway, so Venom is not, as you recall, he can't detect Venom with the Spidey Sense, which is clearly a lie. Anyway, so Venom's down. Grab this web cartridge. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, alright. And so now, we're going into the sewers, which, this is your standard New York City sewer. This is how far you fall down. And, as is known, you know, we're headed down. This is below there's the subway. Like, a skyscraper's worth of fall distance down.
Laying down on the job, Parker?
And remember, Venom knows that I'm Peter Parker. That's very important. Anyway, so hole in the wall. I'm gonna hop through here because I can't actually web swing. And jumping is much faster than Spider-Man walking. There's some lizard people. They're probably not anything to worry about. Lizard's not in this game. And I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh, okay.
Well, fun fact, the lizard actually is
okay, sometimes it'll zip.
Nice swings. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll take that. The zips always throw me off. Okay, so we're just gonna go here, hop, hop, hop.
Sorry, guys. Am I late for the party?
Okay, and I'm just gonna go here, and we're gonna have this unskippable little part with Venom.
Open this door!
Who is it?
Venom gets me every time. It's just so good. As we're going, I don't know how long this has been. It's again, if that estimate's still on the screen, it was a lie. The second the cutscenes got involved, it became a lie.
Yeah, so estimate's currently set at 1 hour. It's been bumped up to 1 hour. We're at 30 minutes currently, which I think is probably about right. I reckon with the cutscenes, probably reached maybe just short of that.
Yeah, it may be past that because I had to redo some levels with some cutscenes. And I was just aiming there because I accidentally latched on to this, and it's kind of annoying to get off, and I didn't want to. Oh, okay, Spider-Man is currently, my controls are inverted because of how I grabbed that.
Nice. Yeah, so that level casually wants you to do targeting mode the entire time, but if you're good enough at the swing cancelling, you can actually maneuver yourself around the pipes, which is the optimal route and the fastest route. But if you stick to the pipes, as Alpha-5 did there, you just turn targeting mode back on and swing across, and you make it all across nice and safely without falling to your death.
Okay, so this is a subway train, and I'm just going to stand here, and Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. All right, I'm just going to stand here for a while, stretch my legs, walk around a bit, but I grabbed the Spidey armor specifically for this, because sometimes just in the positioning, he can whack you a couple times. But yeah, I'm just inside this hitbox, and I got nothing to do for a while. Like, Venom's eventually just gonna say Mary Jane's at the next stop, and then after 2 more stops, I'll decide the Venom is lying, and that's when I'll do anything. But yeah, hey, do we have anything to read?
Yeah, so I guess just a quick reminder that we've got obviously some incentives still to come up for those who are wanting to donate towards something. So the biggest current one that is on the board is the Wario World incentive, where Eros will not only eat just a bite of garlic, he'll eat the entire garlic. So if you want to see that, that's pretty wild. That's currently set to 250 Canadian dollars. So if you are donating to this wonderful, wonderful community incentive, then please do donate towards the Wario World. Eros eats the entire garlic. I would recommend that we see that live on the screen. That would be fantastic. Otherwise, yeah, we are cruising through this level. As has kind of been stated, this is an auto scroller where you've got to wait for that train to get all the way to the end, and you can't really do anything otherwise. This is obviously a neat little trick where we can put the controller down, which is nice, and you can kind of stretch your legs. If you are really pushing to get a top time here, this is quite nice because every level after this moment now contains some form of skip that will allow you to obviously skip through the level faster and skip the game faster and get faster time. So it's a nice kind of period of respite before we get a bit wild with it.
Okay, so right now I've waited long enough, and I'm just going to start killing lizards and see if I can save a couple seconds and just end the stage early. If that lizard wants to come up here, thank you. All right, that should be good. And yeah, oh damn. There's one more.
Just the one left. There's always a sneaky one. Always a sneaky one.
Yeah, he came down at the end. But yeah, so he sucked down at the end, or maybe he didn't fall off the train or something. I don't know. But so this subway train.
Oh no! Got to stop falling for us, Parker.
But yeah, so now we've fallen down here. Spider-Man's upset, and yeah, this is the most stressful part of the game ish, because the sewers suck. There's still lizards everywhere. These lizards, by the way, are just. There's only one enemy I find more annoying than these lizards, and we'll find out if they decide to ruin my day yet again.
Yeah, I can potentially guess what that might be.
Yeah,
that almost like a zip straight through, actually.
Yeah, okay, this... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. Why is he so far back?
he just wants to hug. He's really keen on chasing you all the way down there.
Yeah, okay, so just gotta line this up. This is a bit of an annoying bit here. Shoot
there we
that.
Go. So yeah, you saw that
I'm gonna
gate,
stare and watch this drain.
It's gone.
No particular reason. Oh, oops, wrong one. So another fun fact, this is kind of a bit of cutscene randomness. I have had Spider-Man get stuck on that wall.
Oh,
that
nice.
He just jumped
Perfect.
over. And he just crawls there for a little bit until he eventually climbs up, but it's really stupid. So anyway, this is a level hidden switches. There's a way to beat this level. I knew it when I was 10 or something when I played this game. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, yeah, so that's hidden switches.
Nice. That was really smooth.
I love hidden switches. Anyway, it's tunnel crawl. I don't like tunnel crawl.
Yeah, tunnel crawl's a scary one. So you'll see now that we're approaching this tunnel filled with water. If you want to go fast, you want to try and do this in one cycle. The water will rise again, and casually you just want to crawl across the top. But what you can see Alpha-5 doing here is if you drop and press the swing button, there's a chance that Spider-Man will zip across the roof of the tunnel, but there's also a chance that he won't. And so you have to be prepared to zip back up should he fall. And you've got to do this all without touching the water. If you touch the water, Spider-Man will drown. It was that
Hell yeah!
Perfect. Oh my days.
I was like, I'm not sure about that. I screwed up a couple at the beginning. I'm taking a baby way through this room. I'm gonna go over here, because sometimes those guys get it. And then this level still sucks. I'm gonna crawl. I'm just crawling. I don't care. I got tunnel crawl. I'm happy with that.
Hell yeah, absolutely, as you should be.
Anyway, so okay, that one I was.
Oh, he loves to stick to that wall. I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's. Hang on. Yeah, I just didn't float up quite enough. And okay, so do this. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a wider turn here. And
nice.
Just gotta jump back, and there we go.
There we go. So we skipped basically the like last 50% of that level by just floating over the top of the wall and down to where the end level trigger was. So there's a bit of a cutscene there where you like drain the water, you've got to go down, press a switch and open a gate and then go through to that. Skip all that. Spider-Man can fly, so you don't need to do that.
So there's a faster way to do this, but it's like really, really hard. And it's just, I could not get the camera to cooperate with me enough. That was still a little bit of a skip. I pressed the blue and red switch at the same time.
That's the last switch.
And open all the doors. But you can sort of just like walk at this and zip through the floor, and then you have to do some spider repels to get up. But if the camera doesn't turn good, you just die.
Yeah,
and I did not trust that.
Yeah, definitely one of the harder tricks in the game. Named after Willy Fetty, you might see in the chat. We call it the Fetty Fall, where you fall through kind of like a very tiny gap in the floor where two kind of meshes meet. For some reason, Spider-Man can just fall through the floor, and you use that to essentially like swing and zip your way all the way along. But yeah, it's very hard because the camera just doesn't always want to do what you want it to do, which is great.
I'm not getting the web zips now to save time, but you know what? I got them when I needed them, so yeah, I'm just gonna I'm taking that tunnel crawl.
Perfect. Yeah.
Starting to sweat here, Parker.
Yeah, this game is something, but yeah. So this is the Lizard's Maze. I'm warm, and then again, okay, good. I did not just zip through the wall and instantly die, which has happened to me in my practice run right before this. And
nice to the roof as well. Let's go.
I was stuck in the wall still, so I had to drop down.
So casually, that's a big long maze, but we just skipped through a wall and swung right to the end. Basically, is what happened there. You might be confused.
I'm gonna say for like the worst part of the game, that went really well.
Yeah, this has gone very smoothly, has to be said.
Okay, so this is Venom 2. This fight can decide to be bad.
Yes. It's a rough one. So Venom can spawn in one of 4 locations. The location there that you've just seen across from us, right next to us, or on the 2 on either side of the rafters, just to our left and right. Ideally, we want Venom to spawn in front or behind us, because that way we can get to him quicker. Venom will take 3, similar to the first Venom fight, Venom will take optimally 3 kick punch combos to be able to defeat him. But it all depends on just where Venom decides to spawn. Sometimes he'll just press a button and then disappear and you can't hit him. Sometimes he'll just grab you in midair for no reason. This is truly one of the run killers. If you get this far and you've done really well, you're praying at this point for the good Venom RNG.
Please jump. Okay.
Nice jump.
Oh my... I kicked him.
Nice combo.
Of course, like right before I did this, he spawned 3 times immediately next to me, and that was wonderful. Yeah. Please.
Not so fast.
Nope.
Oh, we got the jump.
He baited me.
Let's go. Yeah. Sometimes that'll happen. So he just the like bit of chain that's in the middle there. Sometimes he'll just decide to hit that, and it won't hit you. And sometimes he'll just go through it. It's so random. This fight is so random.
Yeah, I've seen all. I love this cutscene.
You should know, Spider-Man. The heist you pulled at the Science Expo. You're the bad guy this time.
You idiot! Think, Eddie. Think back to that day. I was with you in the crowd.
Yeah.
An imposter Spider-Man
Venom's
was on
mad at
stage.
Spider-Man
He burned
for ruining his shot.
Now we've been playing
but he knew he wasn't Spider-Man on the stage.
You're right, Parker.
Mary Jane.
I've got you. You and your wife are innocent, Parker. Our bad.
Our bad? Our bad? I'm gonna kill you!
Peter Parker! Just get me out of here now!
Bummer. You're in the doghouse now, dude.
Coming, honey. So, we're partners. But only for now. After we bust those tech thieves, it's payback time.
Thanks, Venom.
Jeez. One little mistake. We said we're sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Now, the imposter was a shapeshifter. So that means it was either Mysterio or the Chameleon.
Hey, Chameleon was our idea. We thought of that.
Tell me this, Einstein. Who could have wanted to steal Octavius' technology?
Ooh, we know!
Who?
The Submariner.
Submariner? Get serious, will you?
The mighty Thor.
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
Galactus.
Forget it, Eddie. I need Jameson's help on this. We're going to the Bugle.
Jameson! We hate Jameson.
You bonehead. We're not going to see Jameson. We're going to use his computer database.
Ooh, are we gonna surf the web?
Let's just go, okay?
So anyway, this next cutscene is the entire reason I wanted to put in all cutscenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
just for the opening of it, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, I hate this level.
Here it is, the records room.
It's very stressful.
Surf the web.
Shut up, Brock. We don't have time.
Surf the web.
Wait, could it be?
Could what?
Yes, we sense our other.
Who? Sense who?
It's our other, the symbiote known as Carnage. We must stop him.
Now?
Yes, now. We have no choice.
Wait,
there he
more
goes.
Noise. I'm only breaking and entering here. Spider sense tingling. Now what? Spidey, whoever's behind all this, got symbiotes.
Okay, so they're symbiotes now. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna delay skipping this cutscene a little bit because if I don't, that guy is in front of me, and this is my second least favorite enemy in the game. Oh wait, please get into position. Okay, so if I do this right, have a little bit of a mental setup for it. Please be right. Oh nope, not quite.
Oh, just.
Yeah, I wasn't quite in the position I'd like. This, there. Come on. This is a bit finicky. Out of the wall. Ah, okay.
Oh, and there he is.
Yeah,
Symbiote.
this guy. Okay, I'm doing that. He
Yeah,
went up to the
he's probably
ceiling.
thinking about
I don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah, so once the symbiotes basically start spitting at you, if you're on like a wall surface, you've got no chance of entering targeting mode. They just continuously spit at you. So for this skip especially, it's generally easier just to restart and just try this setup again.
Oh, come on, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Get
but
down.
barely.
I got this first try all day, and now it's screwing with me. Okay, that's.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, I didn't get a second swing. That's great.
Oh.
I canceled a little early.
Unlucky. So yeah, what we're trying to do here essentially is get ourselves under the map to do similar to what we did on the hostage level at the very beginning of the game, where we deload a lot of the level by doing this particular swing to a certain part of the level, which will allow us to skip, again, like 90% of what we're actually supposed to be doing on this level. There we go, again, the symbiote just decides to spit at you.
Trap webbing doesn't seem to work on these guys.
Ooh, but we through?
I have no idea how I backed that up, but
let's
whatever.
Go.
Okay, so anyway, I'm scared of this part in particular because the camera doesn't like to. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, that sucks.
Yes, nice.
I don't know why I didn't think of shooting the web at that guy before, but whatever. Okay, since the elevator.
Where are they all coming from?
Okay, can you drop here, please? Thank you. Okay. Sometimes this doesn't want to let me through. Okay, I may have to restart this one again. I don't know why sometimes the elevator doesn't want to work for me, but...
Where are they all coming from?
This... There we go. Quit. Okay.
Oh, no, he's stuck like to the inside of the wall, still annoyingly.
Yeah, and the second any of those things lock onto you, it's awful. Like, they do not stop shooting you forever.
Symbiotes hate. It's sonics and fire, and I'm fresh out of both. I guess I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
I did it again!
He's like sticking to like an awkward part of the wall for some reason, yeah.
I'm gonna blame the emulator. Please latch onto the wall and nope. Okay, so that's elevator. This one's not even hard. Like, I did this immediately when I was practicing the game, and it's just not letting me through. Please? Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
All right,
okay.
1, 2, 3, and then I'm not gonna do the other skip at the top because
rightly so.
yeah, it's not been fair to me.
So yeah, for some reason, Spider-Man, if you're in like a kind of an enclosed space like that, if you aim at the opposite wall in targeting mode and hold down the swing button the entire time to start swinging, but then if you keep hold of it, it'll just sometimes zip through the wall, basically, and you'll end up on the opposite side, which in this case is good, because it allows us to just drop down the elevator much, much faster than it would casually, where you've got to wait for the elevator to descend all the way down.
I almost swung into the printed press. That would have been bad. Anyway, so, Spider-Man... Okay, I was a little scared, so I like zipped up, but that was actually really fast.
That's perfect. So again, yeah, Spider-Man, he'll just zip through walls. He doesn't care. It's fine.
Okay, so this stage has a skip. If I don't get it, I'm not going to retry it because the cutscene at the end of it is funny. But also, I think that one takes... I think if I do it twice, it might be faster. I don't know. But... Okay, jump. And then,
nice jump.
So
okay,
I'm
nice.
Gonna go. Okay, I lost. My camera didn't turn. My camera did not turn. We're gonna try it again, because I had to restart anyway. If my camera doesn't turn, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, the tricky bit of this level for those watching is your spider sense goes off at a certain point when you pass through this door. You've got to, in that time that the spider sense goes off, turn around and zip back through that door before the door closes, essentially. And that's what deloads the level behind you here. And then what we're going to try and do... I'm lucky.
I'm not swinging? Okay. I'm just gonna do it normal.
That's fine.
I could load a save state. I have one here, but yeah.
If we were to get that skip, what you'd see is Spider-Man would be able to swing, and then we do some zips underneath the level to again deload the latter half of the level to allow us to almost jump basically straight to the end trigger.
Yeah, which was good. However, I had always planned to replay this level if I got that skip for the cutscene purposes, because this is funny. This is funny.
Yes.
So,
where'd he come from?
This guy's rude. Okay.
We call him Mike.
I walked weirdly through that room so that I could just not deal with this guy, and he's just slapping me. Okay, fall down here. Don't forget that the thing is right there. That blows up.
Nice.
And then, so we had to run here because,
Hey! The imposter!
There's 2 Spider-Men! So
come back here.
That's the only reason I didn't go back for the skip again, is I had always planned to do this cutscene.
That's the guy who framed me.
You skip all of this. You just walk straight through the door at the end. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
But that was sometimes that one doesn't work. Anyway, so
I gotta say, you look just like.
we got two Spider-Men pointing at each other.
You're more angry back alley than friendly neighborhood.
Oh, for decades I've wanted to shut that mouth of yours. Finally, that time is upon me.
Oh no, it's Mysterio. Everybody knows that Mysterio's like main power is just illusions and like everything that's happening now is fake.
Is it too late for us to be friends?
But this is probably the most intense Mysterio boss fight, and I think any Spider-Man video game in that you actually fight him.
In my opinion as well, this is the best soundtrack in the game, personally.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the Spider-Man 2 movie game where Mysterio is a boss fight. He has 20 health bars, and they drain in one punch.
Yeah. Yeah, so normally what would happen in this boss fight is if you were on this top level, you could see Mysterio kind of moves his hand there to grab Spider-Man, and normally pick him up and throw him to the floor. By standing right on the edge, the hitbox just he can't hit Spider-Man, and so we can just stand at that point, targeting mode, and just whip off all those glowing conduits on his body, and it's nice and easy.
Speaking of battle, let's hear it. Who's behind all this?
I'll never tell you. Mysterio may be defeated, but the symbiote invasion cannot be stopped.
Symbiote invasion? There are more of them?
You fool! There will be more than you can imagine. That fog which blankets the city is preparing everyone in New York for symbiosis.
You're the fool, Mysterio. Where? Where are they coming from?
Go then. On the waterfront. Warehouse 65. A secret
Warehouse at the waterfront.
If only I could watch them destroy you.
Whoever your boss is, he's off his rocker. No one can control the symbiotes.
Correction! No one before now!
Spare me the propaganda, okay? This isn't a game, Mysterio. The symbiotes will destroy everything in their path unless I can stop them.
Anyway, just remember that part, is that Mysterio is convinced that this plan is great. That'll be important later on the exam. To trap Spider. Oh man, what are those? I love this cutscene.
Spider-Man's here, microchip.
What range?
100 yards, maybe. Easy shot.
Very funny, Frank.
Huh? He spotted me, but how could he? I lost him.
What happened?
He took out my scope.
Hey, tough guy. Sorry about that expensive lens, Punisher.
Something tells me we have the same objective here. That's the place.
And if anyone's been paying attention to the news recently, this is now MCU canon, because in the next film, John Bernthal just announced to be in the new Spider-Man film, which is pretty cool. Very excited.
That was yesterday that came out, right? I'm actually excited about that.
Yeah, wild news.
Gotta play this one.
Now they brought back some of the Netflix people. I don't think they're bringing back Luke Cage or Jessica Jones, but Punisher and Daredevil, I'm all for that.
The cliche CD.
Anyway, so this warehouse houses my least favorite enemy, and I let that cutscene play a little bit because he is now not immediately in my face, as I had to fix my camera complete. No, just go away.
Nice, get him out of there.
Okay, so. Okay, okay, I'm out of bounds.
Through. Nice.
I don't know how I did that, but anyway, so we're jumping and we're counting and and then we're hopefully through. Okay, good.
Oh,
that
beautiful.
was great.
Let's go.
I don't know. I don't even know how I got out of bounds that time. I didn't do the inputs right.
That was pretty wild. I've never seen anyone actually like jump through like that. That was pretty wild.
I've zipped so that I didn't have to like do anything before. Anyway, so this is like the least. This level's just there's nothing going on here. I do not have a lot of web cartridges.
Hey.
It'll be fine.
Someone's eye out.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that at all. Because normally it's fine. But, I mean, I think my Rhino was probably worse than normal. But yeah, so there's a lot of lasers, doing a lot of jumps. I'm not paying most attention to how I'm moving through this. But it's fine. This is the
crime didn't pay.
easiest level in the game, I would say, because you just can't. There's just not a lot to do. Sometimes the lasers hit you, and it's bad, especially if you accidentally screw up positioning. Grab this. All right.
Nice.
And so we're moving on. This is the penultimate level. This one is the second easiest level in the game. So I'll probably let all the cutscenes play out because they're annoying to skip.
Nice.
So security control.
We have a winner.
Spider-Man!
This is
I'm
where
so
Black
happy
Cat's
to
been,
see
by
you.
the way.
Black Cat, what are you doing? Who's behind? What's going on here?
Your guess is as good as mine. The guys in the ambulance must have drugged me because the next thing I knew, I woke up here. You gotta get me out of here.
Okay, Cat, but how?
If you can somehow shut down the power, I can escape.
You got it, Cat.
Okay, so we've got to shut down the power. I know, we just push that button. Normally you just skip that cutscene. You don't go all the way into that room. Now the symbiotes are in places I'm not familiar with.
Bingo! If I read this right, this panel controls the exhaust ports. If I can jam the exhaust ports
So,
without
oh yeah,
stopping the
this
flow
thing
of
that they
fog,
just opened up and flooded the city with. Nobody has been dealing with this at all. We're just gonna close these. All of those are just gonna be it closing, so I'm gonna skip the rest of those. We'll get the climax in the end. It's Spider-Man, please.
Yeah. So, a fun fact for this level, not too long after the tutorial was made, we actually managed to find a skip for this level, where, for whatever reason, in the middle of the map, in the middle of this kind of like platforms, there's a fire web cartridge that you can pick up. Fire web cartridge, for some reason, has some really weird properties, where if you shoot 2 web balls at a switch, the switch will still be active, but it will play the cutscene and it'll close the gas canisters as normal, so you can literally just stay in one room, and as long as you hit the switch twice with a fire web ball, you can just do it all in one room, and you can finish the level.
I wondered why he picked that, because I watched the New World Record. Oh, this is an unskippable cutscene, by the way. It's the only one in the game.
Spider-Man 4. You go and get some help, Cat. I'll find out who's behind all this.
But yeah, I was wondering, because I watched the record, and I picked a couple things up from that, other than like some of the scarier zips. But I wondered why he picked that up, so I'll have to remember that, because that would explain why I lost so much time versus that particular split.
Yeah, it was only recently discovered, like, straight after the tutorial came out. It was, like, perfect timing for it.
Okay, so now we're gonna find out who the villain is.
Who could it be?
Listen, whoever you are, no one can control the symbiotes. No one!
I need not control the symbiote, Spider-Man.
Doc Ock?
Oh my god, it's Dr. Octopus!
Oh, evil the whole time?
The skills that my technology will give them. Symbiosis is the only way.
I should have known a reformed Doc Ock was too good to be true.
A perfect world order. Those who cannot share my vision will be crushed by it.
Speaking of crushed, it's showtime, freaks. Ooh, I smell bad symbiote, and it ain't me.
Bring it on, Grandpa!
Alone at last.
Let us end this, Spider-Man.
Let us end this, Spider-Man. Alright, so we have to fight Doc Ock. Doc Ock is in a barrier.
You will never get past my barrier,
I'll
Spider-Man.
never get past it.
He's right. I need to find some way to draw power away from his shield.
Anyway, so for whatever reason, these things fall down.
Yes, his shield is drawing power from
Yeah,
his.
this part of this plan isn't very conveniently thought through.
More power.
Whatever you are trying is useless, Spider-Man.
I find this, so whatever you're doing is useless, Spider-Man. I'm like, you should know, you built this place.
Yeah.
It's working.
So there are 4 switches in total before the power to the shield will drop, and we can take he can start taking damage.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wait here because I need. Okay.
That's it.
Put on the web. I'm not gonna get it.
Uh-oh. Looks like his shield is
like barely unlucky.
I knew it the second that he shot web instead of doing the other thing, and I'm like, oh man, okay, they already came down. Yeah, it's gonna give me some time to grab some more web balls.
Yeah, so what Alpha-5 was trying to go for there is if you, as soon as you hit that last switch, you put web gloves on, you dive kick Dr. Octopus, and then you do 2 kick punch combos and an instant web dome, that will drain his health to 0 before the shield raises back up in what we call the Dr. Octopus 1 cycle. It's quite tricky to do if you're not quite familiar with the buttons or you get the timing slightly off. But when you do it, it looks really cool. We were just barely off there because of the kind of extra web ball that we shot there at the beginning.
It just got finicky with the... Like, it's like if I had the web gloves on, and then it's kick punch, and then that. And I did all the inputs, but I knew the second... For whatever reason, like, it's direction and then triangle is like the input for the web things, and they don't always register.
No, they're not always the best.
And of course it happened there. I still did that. Anyway, so Carnage beat up Venom.
Wake up, Brock.
Look out.
What'd you say?
And then rather than fight us in that room, Carnage is going to pull us into a different room, which for some reason has just this ultrasonic ball in the middle of it. Anyway, hang on, I'm restarting that because I hit the buttons wrong. And I want to do this.
That's a sonic bubble in the middle of the room.
So we're just going to throw Carnage in there. I'm going to go here. And, I messed up the angle ever so slightly.
Bet you weren't expecting that!
I'll just grab you. Come here. Oh, please. Please. Camera. Okay.
Nice grab.
There we go. I was trying to do the cool one where you just throw him over there and hit it, but I was off ever so slightly. But anyway, on easy, this does damage to him. And, yeah, so this is the fight.
Yeah, much scarier when you don't know this trick. That this kind of makes the fight quite trivial. Yeah.
Anyway, so he's defeated, and now is for the final level of the game.
You are a born loser, Cletus Cassidy.
It's very scary.
Like I told Mysterio,
not for
no one can control
any reason other than the fact that the camera and the collision are actively working against you.
Just another day in the life. Whoa! What the? Is that
anyway, Monster Octopus.
Nightmares as a child.
And that's all we have left.
Guy. So it turns out he's too strong. We can't fight him. So this boss fight isn't a boss fight. It's we run.
Yeah, wait, hang on. I'm gonna try and fight him. I think we can fight him. Hang on. Here, I got him.
Take him down.
Yeah, I got. No, you know what? I don't want to follow him. And yeah, so this is what happens. He just brutalizes Spider-Man while yelling "die." I just wanted to do that. But anyway, so this stage is not like sane, and like I'm using the D-pad for this exclusively because I very much want to be holding explicit directions. And you're gonna see Spider-Man not follow them sometimes because he's Spider-Man. He does what he wants. But so there's parts of the level I veered left there. I'm holding straight down. But there are times where it's just like, oh, I can just flip through the floor or the wall, or the camera can flip. And that is basically the only thing that should kill me, unless I like really screw up, which I shouldn't.
You won't let off.
Or I can forget where the direction of the thing goes, because this is a lot of same. This is like a 3-minute level of just like you need to get away from Dr. Octopus. And you can tell that it's not quite an auto-scroller, because you'll see there's like the gauge in the bottom right-hand corner. If you're like playing this as a kid and you're walking through this, that will go up at the rate that you're moving, basically. Please don't push the wall.
This thing's unstoppable.
Okay, and so you'll notice that if I go through fast enough, which I should be, because it's not that hard to, it's gonna randomly jump up like really fast sometimes. As Monster Rock is screaming "die, die" in like a weird Carnage voice, which will be relevant for like a minute.
Yeah, what surprises me the most is that this is the only time in all of Spider-Man history, comic book history, whatever, that we've seen this combination of Carnage and Dr. Octopus, which is wild to me that they just never thought to reuse this character ever again.
Yeah, or just symbiote Ock, but like, yeah. I think it's probably because like things start getting really messy. But yeah, this is a very good Spider-Man game. Would recommend it if you like look at game ratings. It was the highest rated Spider-Man game until like the Insomniac one came out in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And that's a really good game. Oh yeah, so now he's speaking like regular Doc Ock. Get up there, please. Okay, the camera did not just completely invert on me there, which has killed me before, and I haven't zipped through the floor at any of the parts where I've normally randomly zipped through the floor. And as you can see, like the radiation meters
on the home stretch,
like
baby.
gone up. Okay, we're on level 1. I've like
time is coming up.
I'm holding straight up, and I'm just veering left and right because Spider-Man.
So time's gonna be as soon as the camera fades to black now, and time.
All right. Absolutely no way I hit whatever estimate they set. Probably.
Honestly, looking at the time now, you've barely gone over it. So actually, this was pretty good.
Yeah, I would say with some of I had to reset to play the cutscene because I just forgot where they were. Anyway, this cutscene we have to watch because this is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Huh?
It's when you set an estimate, you don't know how long the cutscenes are.
It's a good thing Black Cat gave me a call, son.
Looks like just in time.
Yeah, Captain America, he's here.
Can you get us Captain America's autograph?
Oh, brother.
Thanks.
Punisher, do you have any threes?
Go fish. So, nice of you to join us for once, Spidey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was out saving the world. Beating you guys at cards ought to be pretty easy.
Your spider sense won't save you here.
Look who's talking, Daredevil. You've been looking at my cards all night.
I don't need to look at your cards, Punisher. Your bluffs are so obvious.
Okay,
anyway, shoutouts to Superhero Juice.
Let's keep this a nice, friendly, clean game.
Who keeps inviting this guy?
Hey, will you guys keep it down?
Hey, loosen up, kids! I'm on fire!
That part just kills me.
Hold on. Time out. All of you guys were working together, and you still couldn't take down Spider-Man?
It's not my fault.
That poster, shout out to that poster in the background is so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Everyone knows you can't control the
Mysterio.
symbiotes.
No one can control the symbiotes.
Right. So, I'm a rhino, you're a scorpion, and he's an octopus. What's a Mysterio?
So, Rhino, you got any threes?
Hey! Hey, I got a bingo! Ha ha! You guys think you're so smart, but I won! Ha! Who's your daddy, Doc Ock? Ha ha ha! Victory is mine! You're always laughing at me, but who's crying now, huh? Ha 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 ha! Wait a minute, I made a mistake.
Oh, the end? Oh?
The end. There is a sequel to this one called Enter Electro. I never played that one.
Yeah, that was another good game. I would thoroughly recommend anyone also play that as well.
Yeah, this is fun. The cutscenes has kind of made it go off the rails a little bit because they're distracting. I can't help but laugh at them. This is the 90s campiness that we just don't get in today's day and age. You know, you get J. Jonah Jameson yelling, "It's a new millennium. We can just get you what you need." The game came out 25 years ago. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, crazy, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be it from me. I stream every so often. Not really. Find me at twitch.tv, Alpha_5. That's it for me for the marathon. Spirin, thank you for the game. It was a lot of fun to learn. I was screwing up the silly things, but like this game just I had great runs earlier today. I got like a 35, and it just happens.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, you've seen the story for this, so you don't need to play this game. You can just play the sequel, I guess, which had a bunch of edited things to it due to timing in America when it was supposed to be released. But yeah, Spider-Man and Bank Thug #1. Oh, Jennifer Hale was Black Cat? Interesting. And D. Bradley Baker is everybody. But yeah, I don't have any more shoutouts. Coming up next is Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. That will in fact be pod racing. And I don't have anything else. Great marathon.
Beautiful. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was indeed Spider-Man, run excellently by Alpha-5. I'm so glad we got to see all of those cutscenes. What a fantastic game. Obviously, no bias. Hashtag no bias, of course. I would thoroughly recommend anyone who was interested in that to go and give that a go. There's a great tutorial by a great person that exists online. It's fantastic. A great game. A very nice short speedrun as well. If you're not watching the cutscenes, looking somewhere between kind of like 30 to 40, maybe 50 minutes or so on your first couple of goes before you kind of narrow that down. So if you're interested, please check out Spider-Man. I would thoroughly recommend. And its sequel, as mentioned as well, Enter Electro, which is another great speedrun. But that, unfortunately, does conclude my hosting block here. I will not be seeing you out for the final run of Speedromizer Day 4. That will be done by resident friend DJ. So I'm going to hand off to DJ now. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure to not only host, but also to participate in the game that I submitted, which has been fantastic. So that's enough from me. DJ, please take it away.
Good evening, Speedromizer community. First and foremost, shoutouts to Spyron. Thank you for all of the lovely hosting, especially over Spider-Man 2000. Give us just a few more minutes. We are getting set up by our final run of Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer by the one, the only Talcarace. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And to everybody right now that has subscribed or is running an ad blocker, you should donate right now and tell me, what is your favorite Star Wars character and why is it Jar Jar Binks? Donate and tell me right now. Be right back. right, Speedromizer community, we are almost all set up for our next run of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. A couple more minutes. Right back. While we're getting set up for our next run, I told everybody that was either subbed or had ad blocker, you should donate with your favorite Star Wars character. And why is it Jar Jar Binks?